All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. So let me dig into how when you are a liar, right? You just don't stand for anything. And this is why I refuse to be a part of what this circus, this barrage of lies. So I see a video today, right, by a Shadasia Green little boxing femboy. Now we know what happened to Shadasia Green. Listen at this. She basically had a concussion. She was concussed. She had bleeding on her brain due to training. It happened before the fight with Lani Daniels. Okay. First of all, in Shadasia Green's own word, right, that she basically was concussed due to bleeding in the brain. And we read a full report article this morning on Boxing Rec that says Shadasia Green suffered a concussion and had bleeding on the brain during the fight due to consecutive shots from Lani Daniels. Says nothing about, oh, she was concussed beforehand. You see how the lies that people have to tell just to try to make excuses. This is what I'm talking about. Then I see all these prayers up for Shadasia Green. Team Shadasia, prayers up, prayers up. Well, you know something. Your invisible man in the sky didn't prevent her from getting her ass kicked in the ring and didn't prevent the concussion from happening and having bleeding on her brain, right? So, there's no love like Christian hate, boy. You motherfuckers are sitting there talking about prayers up, prayers up. Dude, I knew something was wrong. I could tell. Oh, you know what? It amazes me. Because it makes me think about years ago when Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Jarrell Big Pharmacy Miller. Remember that, right? And I can remember people going, something was wrong with AJ. You could tell just by the way he was, the way in the way his posture, his facial expressions, and how he just kept going down from shots that weren't even hard. It's like he had no punch resistance that night. Well, some time went by. Remember Serafine? She basically had that interview and said, well, Anthony Joshua was badly concussed before the fight. Joey DeWaco sparred him, and he personally called me and he told me, he said, hey, tell Jarrell Miller he ain't got nothing to worry about. It's going to be an easy night because I just concussed Anthony Joshua. Remember that? And remember how Anthony Joshua refused to talk about anything, he didn't say he wouldn't deny it, but he wouldn't admit it. And remember how he just kept saying, I'm fine, I was fine, I'm just a better man won. That's all Anthony Joshua would say. Do you remember? And I said, maybe that's why he's worried about getting concussed or getting hurt or getting hit, because all of a sudden he just was never like the same guy mentally, right? And maybe that's on his mind. Who knows, right? But you know what got me? It's because y'all said some stuff that I agree with, but I know that y'all full of shit. And what y'all said that I agree with, if you're concussed, don't go in the fight. In fact, your team or whoever know that you was concussed should be in big trouble. Because basically they sent you in there already with a disadvantage and that could be detrimental to your health. Fuck stats and all this GOAT talk and all this pound for pound talk. That's your life, right? But remember that. That's what y'all said. No, you call off the fight then. You don't fight. Now, we know if he had did that, the same people that was making that claim would have been like, oh, that nigga's scared. He was scared. He called the fight off. We ain't got no proof or nothing. And here's my thing. Shadasia Green's own words say, I was concussed due to bleeding in my brain. We got a full statement from Shadasia Green, and not one fucking time did she say I was concussed in training. I was concussed before I got in the ring. I was concussed in sparring. So when I got into the ring with Lani Daniels, I was already concussed and I had bleeding on my brain. And then her punches just added to it. No. So where did this come from? We simply can't just say, hey, she lost to Lani Daniels. That's all. Nope. We have to make excuses. Why? Because Shadasia talked all of that shit. And y'all talked all of that shit just to end up watching her get her ass whooped. And after she gets her ass whooped, oh, we knew something was wrong. Now, let that have been Clarissa Shields in there. And the same thing happened to Clarissa Shields. Y'all wouldn't have made no excuses for Clarissa talking about there was something wrong with her before she got in the ring. Or all of a sudden, you putting words in her mouth because Shadasia ain't say nothing. We got the full report. All she basically said was due to bleeding on the brain. I was concussed due to bleeding on the brain, and she said, I'll be right back to claim what's mine. And then some quote she put down there as being saying like blessed by her God or whatever the fuck. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, wow. Not one motherfucker in that comment section said, where did you hear that she was concussed before the fight? All I saw was if she was concussed, somebody should be in trouble. Yeah, exactly. And people going, she shouldn't fight again. But money talks. Money talks about what? You see what Money got her ass come fight night with Lani Daniels? Money got her fucked up in that corner. But you see, this is exactly what I be talking about. You motherfuckers will make excuses for who you want to make excuses for. Shadasia didn't even say no, oh, I was concussed. This happened before the fight. Where did that come from? You see how you lying motherfucking Christians will make up bullshit just to fucking make excuses for the person that you wanted to win. Oh, now we know what happened. Yeah, we do know what happened. She got her ass beat the fuck up in that corner. And them fucking punches fucking concussed her ass. It caused bleeding on the brain. And this isn't making fun of Shadasia. This is fucking basically rebuking you stupid ass lying Christian motherfuckers. Now we know what happened to Shadasia Green. And got the nerve to say she was concussed in training. Man, Shadasia never even said that shit. There's no reports on that. I searched every which way possible. I typed in every fucking search. And when I got the actual Boxing News record report, the Boxing News report that she fucking got concussed against Lani Daniels in the ring the night of, not before. What the fuck are you guys talking about? This is exactly what I be talking about, especially now. You can't trust nobody anyway. Just because you black don't mean I trust you. Real shit, man. You gotta really understand what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from. A liar is a liar. I don't give a fuck because you go to church. I don't care. You call yourself some childish make-believe guy. I don't care about any of that shit. Y'all motherfuckers will make up shit. It's like when you watch a movie, right? And the movie ends to where it's probably going to be a part 2, right? The way the movie ended. It's one thing to sit here and say, you know what's probably going to happen? Because remember, after she got up and ran away, you heard that laugh and you saw 2 eyes glow up in the window, right? That thing didn't die. And it's probably going to wind up killing her in the next movie, right? You could say that. And you can, and we all know that you're just making an assumption. Yeah, this is what's probably going to happen, right? But imagine if you said, I already know what's going to happen. Like, I know what's going to happen, right? Or, oh yeah, I got word that thing is going to come out in the second movie and it's going to kill her, right? What's the first thing come out your mouth? Where'd you get that from? Where'd you hear that? How do you know, right? Because you're making claims that this is what happened or this is what's gonna happen. Second movie comes out and nothing what you said happens. That thing lived, but that woman that survived wasn't even in the movie, in the second one, right? And then basically you hear the writers, the producers say, well, from the beginning, we already had planned to do a second one if this one does well and the movie did better than we even thought. So yeah, we went with a second movie. So once we knew we wasn't gonna have we knew the direction we wanted to go already. So therefore, no, there was never any thought of such and such surviving to play the second movie. We already knew what we were gonna do, what the plans were if the movie worked, and it did. Now, doesn't that make you go back to that person and say, well, you said such and such a thing. Where'd you get that? And if that person is honest and just say, well, I thought that's what might happen. Oh, okay. Well, you was assuming the whole time, right? My point is everybody got common sense to know that, right? So how do we all of a sudden just get to a point where somebody tells you something that didn't even come out the mouth of the fighter? And you know, it makes me think about Deontay Wilder all over again with his fans, how they was making excuses for Deontay, saying shit about Deontay that Deontay didn't even fucking say. But nobody questioned it because we got to make an excuse. There's a reason why Deontay lost. We knew he wasn't right. We knew something wasn't the same. But when Anthony Joshua, when Serafine flat out, this wasn't nobody from AJ's team even saying this shit. But when she made that claim that he was concussed by Joey DeWaco, and Joey DeWaco never denied it or admitted it. He just kind of, it's like his reaction was to let you know, yep, I did it, but shh. Yeah. Anthony Joshua never admitted it. He never denied it. He kind of did. I was fine. So in other way, he did deny it because he said I was fine, but he never said no. I was not concussed. Joey DeWaco did not concuss me. The story that Serafine tells you is not true. You never heard him say that, right? Okay, but at the same fucking time, everybody was no. Why? Because we don't want no excuses. He just lost he just lost to Andy Ruiz. Therefore, he don't deserve a fight with Anthony or with Deontay. And that's what Deontay Wilder fans would say. Because he lost, there's no need for no fight with him. Isn't it funny how when Deontay got his ass beat, it ain't had nothing to do with concussion or whatever. He just got beat the fuck up by Joseph Parker and told y'all, I'm thinking we still fighting. And y'all was like, they still should fight. And this is after we watched Deontay Wilder get his hands wrapped and say, nah, if Anthony Joshua loses, then there's no need for a fight. But I'm thinking we're still fighting. But the people who point these things out, somehow we're wrong for being honest. Man, middle fingers to each and every one of you. Y'all know how I feel already about all of that. But you see, all of this talking, all of these stupid claims, all of this nonsense. And I'm like, yo, plain and simple. Shadasia Green never said out of her mouth that she was concussed before the fight due to training. No, this shit happened during the fight. See, and what happens is this, right? If she tried to even go with that claim, let's say she took the Deontay route, and let's go with that claim because, yeah, that's what happened. I was badly concussed in training. Nah, well, who did it? When did you know it? Yeah, well, your team knew this? Because somebody ass should be in trouble. So let's go with that. Let's go. Let's say that will be the case, right? Yeah. These are the questions that should be raised, and her team should be investigated. Plain and simple. But at the same time, right? When she come out and she don't say those same things, and she admit that she got beat by Lani Daniels, the concussion happened during the fight, right? Tell me this: how many of y'all subscribe to that motherfucker's channel, and these lying-ass channels gonna continue to stay subscribed? You wanna know what? Probably every single one of these motherfuckers. You know why? Because lies is the new truth. And plain and simple, anybody that sits here and go out of their way to make up shit just to try to make a fighter look good, you're not worth a shit. None of those words came out of Shadasia Green's mouth. And I've checked everything from Instagram to TikTok, everything, all things related to Shadasia Green. The concussion came in the fucking fight due to Lani Daniels beating her ass up in the fucking ring. That's what that came down to. And pretty much, if she came into the fucking ring concussed already, more than likely, and had bleeding on her brain, her career more than likely would be done. Because the truth of the matter is, don't get me wrong, a person can heal and recover from things. Things do happen. But all this blessings from your imaginary God shit is going to be the reason. And nah. She'd pretty much be done if that would be the case. Now, I'm on oxygen, I'm in a hospital, and all of this due to me having an injury that was further affected due to all these blows. Nah, it happened in the fight, during the fight, due to Lani Daniels. Stop making up fucking lies. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. This is exactly why I say, man, some of you black motherfuckers, I don't know who the fuck you are, where y'all come from, who raised you niggas, but you motherfuckers are not like me, man. I can't fuck with people like that. Just be honest about shit. You the type of motherfuckers that if you ever was on trial for something and you was innocent, you need a judge just like you. So when your ass is sitting up in a fucking cell doing 25 to life for something you didn't do, maybe it'll make you think about your own self and say, damn, man, maybe this is just karma because I'm the same way that fucking rotten judge was. I'm out.